to create a whole farmyard scene, because you could do that, couldn't you? Look at them there. Or, of course, capable of overcoming anything with your cockerel. So you can be absolutely lovely. 20% of this has already gone as well. Yeah,
add them in, yeah.
Oh, okay. We have...
We'll sort it out.
Yeah, we can't find tortillas at the minute. What we'll do is either sort it out for the 3 o'clock show if we can't sort it before, and we'll get it worked out.
Yeah, and you get your same postage all day anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can order them later on.
Yeah. So tune in at 3 and we'll get some stock added. Okay.
Yeah. Oh right, where was I?
Lovely animals.
Animals. These are, like I say, so much fun.
Yeah.
So what have we got on here? Everything that's in. You've got your cat. You've got your pig, which is, of course you have to. The cow. You've got your llama.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a little butterfly. You've got the cockerel.
Nice.
Look, your little duck and your sheep. But again, look, you've got lots of different flowers and things going on.
Exactly.
So you could take this fence and you could add it here. You could take that flower and add it in here. So it's all sort of a bit of a mix-up, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I thought we'd have a go at doing the cow.
Yes, okay, lovely.
All right, here we go. So what I have done on the stencil, always number it, because of course you want to make sure that you're following the instructions. If you say, for example, have number 1 and it suddenly becomes number 4, it's going to look like a funny
bit of a different shape. Yeah.
So we don't want to be doing that. Okay. So here we go. The cow. We're going to start with the head shape. Now, how do I know that that's the head shape? Head shape. It's because it says here, look, in the middle of your paper, draw shape 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it does give you sizes about what kind of things. They're not huge pieces because of course you want to be adding frames and things around.
Absolutely.
Let's sort of give it a sort of a central line. And there's the body. Now it looks like the head's huge towards the body, but bear with me. Yes. You see I've crossed them there. And then what I'm going to do is put a little curve in here. This is where these stencils differ from your regular stencils, because I'm not giving you a shape just to draw around.
No.
And then suddenly you've got a cow. I'm actually giving you the shapes and the structure that you need to create your own animal.
And I think that just makes you feel so satisfied as well with the work you've done yourself.
Absolutely does, yeah, because you look at it and every single one's going to be different.
Yeah.
Every one of the cows that you draw is going to have a bit of attitude.
Exactly.
And your sense of achievement is just how it creates. So there's a little nose. Look, we're going to look like little windows in.
Brilliant.
Little arch windows. And then you see you've got this curve here. That's for the eyes.
Okay.
Giving you the eye shape there, because the eyes are quite big. And it depends on how far in or how wide that you put the eyes. You're going to get a different kind of character. All right, same with the ears. There's number 9, turning it round. Yeah. If you sort of slightly have, I don't know, let's sort of slightly droop the ear a little bit. Suddenly, you're going to start getting a little bit more character. So let's draw this in. So start with this ear. Let's bring this one in. All right, and then it's sort of got like a line going around like so. Let's do another one, like so. And then again, it's going to come up and around.
Yeah.
Let's put the eyes in. The eyes are the things that make it. Like. So there's your first one, second one. And we're going to put like a line here and one there. Look.
Yeah.
Little dot, little dot.
So good.
So again, wherever you put those little highlights is going to make it look a bit different.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's just, again, I'm quickly doing this. You take your time. Okay. Let's fill the eye in. I mean, already, look.
Yeah, so
it's coming. And sort of fill that in. I'd probably use a brush pen for this rather than my fine liner, but...
You tend to have selection at home, don't you?
I've drawn it. Let's give it some eyelashes. She's got some lovely little eyelashes going on. Nice. Let's put some little lines in there. Yeah. We can put the rest of the head in. And to that bit there. You see, I'm just putting those little curves in. Yeah. Yeah. I want a little smile underneath that.
See, it's the little kind of bits like the smile, like the eyelashes, that just brings that joy
absolutely.
to it as well.
So we need a little bit of a line underneath now because we've got to do the legs. Okay. So let's have a look. Where's the floor? There's the floor. Okay.
We have managed to get stock
I think that's a
added
bit
into
short.
the tortillons as well, so you won't actually need to wait until the 3 o'clock show. We've managed to get that sorted, so we will just bring the code up for them if you want to get them as well, so that you can add them onto your orders. This is a pack of 12 tortillons that you'll get there, £5.99. And this is the brilliant thing, if people want things, message in, ask, ask any questions as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
If we can, Sandra's here and she'll say, yeah, add some more stock, and that's not a problem. So down to £4.99 we'll do today as well.
It's just if you suddenly hear the phone going off and I've said, add more, and the phone goes, no, add more. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, there's look. Then let's put the little body in underneath.
Perfect.
A little bit of a wobbly curve shape going in there. Then, of course, the tail. A little bit of a... So that's as quick as that is. You can even look a little bit of hair on the top, look.
Yeah.
And then, of course, imagine, look, if you want to shade it a little bit, well, actually, I haven't shaded mine, but if you put your I've got a trio of circles.
Yes.
Stencil.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh, that looks so good,
So let me just do a quick little bit of shading, just to sort of give you the idea. So it's going to sort of be slightly under the eyes, look. Now, you can come in full colour with this, but I think because I've used a little bit of colour in the background, that's a little bit around the nose, just to sort of so you see how a tortillon works. So if you're frightened of colour, or if you've drawn something, you think, I'm just going to ruin it if I colour it in.
Yeah.
We all get that sometimes.
100%.
I mean, I've done a little bit of work on Carla's owl. Her quilled owl. So instead of quilling it, I've tangled it.
Oh, wow.
And I did it all and shaded it and thought, do I add colour in the background? And I had to sort of really...
Think about it.
Sit and think about it for a bit, because I spent so many hours on this owl.
Of course.
Tortillon then, you're not going to hold it like a pencil.
Okay.
You're going to hold it slightly further down, like at an angle. And if I then work this in. Now, the nice thing about this is if you've done it and you look and you think, oh, I've not done that right, you can rub it out.
Of course you
can. Add a little bit
go back in.
Here we go. A bit there. All right. And this is not... You could, if you want... I think Angie's done it where she's mixed animals up together. So you can make a little bit of a family out of it, couldn't you, if you wanted to?
I love that one.
Here we go. Look at that. So you're getting shade.
Yeah.
You're getting a bit of texture in there without having to pick up a coloured pencil if you don't want to. Then the nice thing, if you want a bit of colour, you can go over the top of the pencil that we put there, because the shading's already been done for you. So you're not gonna spoil it, are you?
It's really good, isn't it?
Look at that. There he is.
And actually, it's going to look so different. Obviously, the trio of circles is what you've used just there. We've got the trio of squares that sold out last time on the show today. You could use that. You could use the new hexagons as well.
Yes,
absolutely. And every single different shape that you use is just going to still draw the eye in the same way, but just bring about a different...
That's it, It just brings you, like, it draws your eye in, and you can cut it out as a square. It's a card done, isn't it?
So good, isn't it? It's amazing.
Really pretty.
It really is. So if you do want that, £21.99 for your farmyard. That's your stencil with your booklet, and obviously getting all 7 of those animals.
Oh, they're great.
That you've spoken through as well. And then decide, do you add colour? Do you use tortillon? Do you do shading? It's totally up to you. We've got something else that I think you can kind of cross over with this as well. You could do them together, separately, because this is your cute and cuddly. And just look again at the amazing mix of different animals that you've got in this. I mean, your panda, for example, that you can see, your lovely little monkey, your koala. There's so much within this. So another 7 different images that I've spoken through, of course, the whole way throughout the booklet. And every time, it won't matter when you bring things, I will always look at the stencils and think, how
does that
do
happen?
they
Look at that.
go to creating, something like this? But it does. It's just so clever.
Yeah, that is a fennec fox.
I love fennec foxes, aren't they so cute?
They're really cute, really small,
Yeah,
and they live in the Sahara.
They also live at All Things Wild in Warwickshire.
Yes, there you go. if you didn't want to go to the Sahara,
you can go to Warwickshire. The only reason I know this is because I volunteered on a school trip, recently, and there was a fennec fox there.
That's a mistake.
Well, this was the mistake, right? So they gave me a group of 6 boys. Obviously, I've got my child, 5 of his friends. And then they went, okay, this is time for soft play, this is time for lunch, have a lovely day. I was like, hello? So I just took 6 of them basically out for the day, which I wouldn't have really expected. No. And mine didn't want to see any animals because they were boys, so we spent 7 hours at the park, basically, and on the go-karts. but we found a fennec fox. And I thought, when they write about it tomorrow, and all the girls are writing about what they've seen, and the boys write, went on the go-karts, went to the park, went on the aeroplane, saw a fennec fox. So, you know, that's a good thing.
Oh, goodness me.
Yeah, amazing.
Oh, I used to do trips to Paris. 43 kids.
Yes, I remember you saying
They're 7 to 9s.
Wow.
Yeah. The capybaras, so
I know,
cute.
isn't that so cute? So all of these you can create, and we're going to have a little go with this one as well,
I
aren't
reckon
we?
so, absolutely, yes.
Lovely.
So I've got one here, like, as a reference. This is the one that I did for in the book. And you can see, look, where I've put the shading. So that's why you've got mine as a grayscale. It's
there you go. You just come over to just there on the overhead.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's like being back at home with John.
You're trying to press the button.
Yeah, John, zoom in. So yeah, absolutely. So in the instructions, I do show you where to put this, and I think doing a grayscale means that yes, you've got the idea. Then of course Angie's done the coloured version,
which is
so
nice.
you can sort of see it.
Difference.
So how do we draw it? Okay. I mean, out of all these shapes, here we go. Capybara. Now I've actually listed it, and then I've made notes on my stencil so I know what's what. So head, body. There we go. So that's the first thing. Now, if I show you the instructions when you first see it, you'll laugh. Look, it looks a bit snowman-y.
Yeah, it does actually.
What's going on here? But you do sort of have to, you do have to build it. I saw it the other day and I thought, oh my goodness me, what's going on? So shape number 1, and it does say 36 for the front legs, 31 for the head, connecting to the top of the legs. So it does tell you all the different sort of shapes you've got to do. I'm just looking for number 10. I should know, I wrote it. There you go. Number 10. All right, so let's put that in. Another little bit of a hint. You know, if it's sort of slightly coming out of the shape, you see I've got a bit of a line underneath there. Rub that out first, because it's easier to do that and then do that, rather than have to try and rub it out later on. So shape 36 for the legs. They don't look much like legs at the minute, so sort of look at your picture. Let's do this one first. So, okay, it's kind of sort of sitting on the side there. You've got a little bit sticking out. That's not your negative space. So again, I can get rid of that bit, look, and I can put that in.
Yeah, of course, brilliant.
So I know where my first one is, and then the next one, again, I'm looking at kind of negative space. Because remember, shapes underneath here, they're construction lines. You see, if I don't, look, you've got that line, and you're going to try and rub it out, and you rub off the other shape out and all the rest of it. So, okay, let's sort of kind of give it some sort of shape here. So the nostril bit, we want sort of little bubbles there going on. Let's go in a little bit heavier there. And then I'm going to sort of shape this here. So it becomes more of like a snout.
Yeah, it does.
And then underneath, it's kind of got your little bit of a shed. Let's just kind of fill that in, just nice and quickly. That's got a double bubble in there. And then here, it's sort of slightly curving itself up. You see, so I'm coming into the shape. So we're not going to keep the shapes exactly as they are. Okay, there we go. All right, so that's that bit. And into here, so the body's going to join there, and then this is going to come round a little bit. So let's just get rid of that bit there. You see how it's slightly changed shape now? And the whole point of this, I'm not trying to make your life harder, I'm just giving you a little bit of a hint as to where to go, because then you're going to be able to draw your own version. Let's sort of put a little shape on the top there as well. Let's get rid of that bit. Okay. And then the eye. Everybody worries about eyes. So imagine you're coming from the middle here. Right, there's the eyebrow. Now, if you do an eyebrow where it's kind of really sharp and pointed, you see that? You're going to have an angry capybara.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know if I've ever met an angry capybara.
No, I don't think
so. You want to slightly curve, perhaps not so much, but sort of like, imagine it's a smile. Upside down smile, see? And that little eye underneath, it's kind of a little shape like so. There he is, look. And then the sooner you can get the little highlight in and fill it in, the better, because that starts to give you a little bit of an idea.
You start to see the real...
sort of little bump, a little bubble. And then a little bit of an ear here, a little bit of a curl there. Let's flatten that slightly. Let's sort of slim him out a little bit. So again, there you go. He's just had a... I wish we could all do that, eh? That'd be great.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I could do.
Now I'm going to just sort of sketch that in there, but there is a bit of a bubble there, and a little bit of one there, and of course he needs little paws. Little pause. And pretty much, there he is. So, of course, when you're sort of drawing it in pen, you'd come in and you'd give a little rough line, like so. So here's one I've drawn earlier.
There you go. Let me go to
There he is. So you've got the extra flowers in. I've used of course, the new hexagon.
The new hexagon.
A little bit of a sentiment there, a few little reeds, a little bit of shading, and he'll be there.
So good, doesn't it? It looks absolutely brilliant. So £21.99 if you want to go for your cute and cuddly. Barbara's messaging us about the app. So we've just grabbed Michael's phone, and you were just asking about how to access what's coming up today. So if I just show you, so if you go onto your app, this is Michael's, and this is obviously, you've got the live kind of at the bottom that you've pressed. If you then come across this button here, so if you go across 3, so that little arrow, and then you can see here, obviously, everything that we've just had on the show already with Santangle. But if you click on coming up on today's show, then that's where you can see what else we've obviously got that's coming up on the show today. So all of these bits are there so that you can obviously get involved with those bits as well. So I know that a lot of you are already pre-ordering, of course, on the Moonlight and Shadows stencil that's coming up at 3. So if you're looking for that, that's where you find it. And then you can, of course, check out on it as well, which is super